Hey guys, Bruce Productions here. We are currently here right now at Supernova Pop Culture Festival here in Adelaide for the first time in 3 years since 2019. It's good to be back here, and I'm joined with a very special friend, ladies and gentlemen, Neil Fanning. You may know him from a particular voice for a particular character, and that is...
Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
That's right. Neil Fanning, if you guys were a fan of the live-action films of Scooby-Doo back in the year 2000, this guy provided the voice.
Reggie! Scooby-Doo! Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
And he also provided another particular character, Scrappy-Doo.
Well, I voice read Scrappy, but I didn't actually record the actual voice on that. But he goes, put him up, I'll rock him, and I'll suck him. Roll, Rappy, roll.
Well, Neil, welcome to Adelaide, mate. How are you loving Adelaide so far?
Oh, it's fantastic. The fans have been amazing, and there's a lot of energy within and the love and adoration that I've got from the fans has been amazing for this amazing character of Scooby-Doo. 20 years since the release of Scooby-Doo 1, and it's amazing. So 20 years later, it's great to be here, and Supernova's 20th anniversary too.
That's
so
true.
It's very apt that I'm here.
Well, happy birthday to Supernova, but also a good milestone for you guys for 20 years ago. It feels like it was just yesterday you guys were making this film, but not particularly. It wasn't in America. It was in our very own backyard of Australia.
It was, yeah. We shot the first one, Frankie, on the Gold Coast at Warner Brothers Studios, and it went on to be very, very successul. Of course, then we did the sequel, Scooby-Doo 2: Monsters Unleashed, in Vancouver, in Canada. We shot that one there, and so how it works is, Frankie, I'm actually on set each day, voice reading. All the lines. I'm acting the role to the actors. So say you're Shaggy, I'm doing the lines to you, and a camera's here, and they're filming you, filming Shaggy, and I'm providing all the lines. So I'm acting to Matt Lillard.
Thank you, Scooby-Doo.
That is amazing.
And then I go back and record all the dialogue again and again for the final movie. Right, Reggie, Monster.
Let me at him, Uncle Scooby, and I'll rock him, and I'll sock him. Put him up. Roll, Rappy, roll.
So I'm actually there right through shooting for 7 months, and then take it back into the studio and re-record it all over and over again.
That is amazing. But how did you manage to get that role, if I can kindly ask you?
Yes, so I was a voice artist for about 6 years before I got the voice actor's role, the voice reader's role. And I was fortunate enough to audition around Australia and get that voice reader's role, because I actually asked the current voice at the time if he'd like to come out and voice read, and he said no, I'll just do the final recording. And so they went, oh, it's okay, we'll get a local, and that's how I came along. And then look, they really liked what I did, and got on really well with all the cast, and just put in. I had a little bit of creative license to actually create some dialogue as myself, and which they kept. And so yeah, they actually flew him out from Los Angeles, and we had a voice off. And they went with me. So yeah, it was absolutely wrapped.
But how was it like being on set every single day with Freddie Prinze Jr., Matthew Lillard, Rowan Atkinson, and then she made a small appearance as well, Pamela Anderson as well.
Yep.
But who was your favourite guy to get along with on the set?
Well, I mean, I worked with all the main cast for nearly 2 years in the end.
Yeah.
But thrill of a lifetime to be the only actors called for one day was Rowan Atkinson and myself.
What's that?
That's a cat with a bobbing head. Please don't touch it.
And so I got to work with him one-on-one in the office scene.
The office scene, yeah.
The office scene. And so to see him work and for him to be acting to me and I'm acting back to him was off camera, of course, for me, because Scooby's computer generated.
Of course.
Spoiler alert.
Relax, take it easy, kids.
Yeah, it's all good. Was absolutely amazing. So he was great fun to work with.
That is amazing, because I remember seeing this film. I was 5 years old. I never forget. A mum took us to go see it with all of our good friends and family, and then Getting that thing on DVD, as you can see right in front of us right here, has been a true blessing for my generation, but also for those people from the previous generation as well that loved the old cartoon series as well. Were you a huge fan of Scooby as well as a kid?
Yeah, of course. I mean, like everybody used to love watching the cartoons, and back before computers, when I was a kid, we were watching the cartoons in the afternoons on TV and Saturday mornings cartoons, and of course Scooby-Doo, amongst all the others, were amazing. But Scooby-Doo sort of stood out to me. It was sort of our children's introduction to scary.
Oh, yeah.
But in a funny way,
of course.
And it had a really good formula, and you just never knew what trouble Shaggy and Scooby were going to get into, how they're going to separate from the. It had a very a formula to it.
Of course, yes.
And that felt familiar, and so I was an actor first, and then became a stuntman and voice artist. So I've been in the industry a long time.
That's amazing.
And it's the Scooby-Doo voice that is amazing.
That's amazing. And as you said, as you're a stuntman and also an actor itself, you actually were part of the Policeman Academy stunt show back in Movie World a long time ago. And they said it would only last for about 18 months, but it lasted for 18 years.
Yeah, that's right.
How does that feel that it was just like a thrill ride?
Well, yes. I mean, I was a pre-opening cast member, and able to do all the street shows and the acting roles in the Police Academy stunt show. And then very soon after that, that we opened on the 3rd of June 1991. The stunt coordinator said, "Oh, do you want to try out for the stunt roles in the Police Academy stunt show?" Which I did, and went on to perform that show for the next 15 years. And of course, at that time, the studios at Warner Brothers were growing, and I started to work in film and television as a stuntman and actor, and then later on doing voices as well.
That's amazing. And as well, while on your stunt roles, correct me if I'm wrong, but were you actually a stunt double in the Crocodile Hunters Collision Course with Steve Irwin?
Yes, yeah. I was.
What were you doing in that film?
I was, because I'm a boat specialist, so I was actually doubling Terry Irwin. In the movie, we often double anybody. It doesn't matter. And so I did some boat driving for her because it's fairly hazardous what we were doing. But actually, she did a lot more than we thought she was. Well, she was fine.
That is amazing.
Yes, I doubled Terry and worked with Steve Irwin
amazing.
in the movie, and he was just amazing to be around.
Have a go at this whopper. Their venom is highly toxic. You're right, and things drop off. You wouldn't want to take a bite around here. Woo!
Positive force. Yeah, what you see is what you get with him. He was incredible.
And before we go, my friend, now that it's been 20 years since the original film, and there's no chance of a third one coming, if we're lucky enough, that is. We wish we would. Matthew Lillard, let's get him to come down to Australia, mate, and tour around with you for Supernova.
Yeah, totally.
And I guess right now, what are you up to now these days? Are you working on anything brand new? Or?
Yeah, I'm actually working on a Netflix production at the moment, Netflix series called Boy Swallows Universe. Okay. It's being shot in Brisbane at the moment with Travis Fimmel from Vikings and Brian Brown, Simon Baker. And so lots of great Australian cast. It's a fully Australian story set in Brisbane. And it's going to be on Netflix.
Oh, so we cannot wait for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye on that. Neil, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule who's Supernova. And we'd like to give you something to say thank you for this interview.
Thank you so much.
No worries. We'd like to give you a very nice merchandise from this company right here.
Ah, beautiful.
Customised Bruce Productions t-shirt, ladies and gentlemen, for Neil himself.
Beautiful. Well, I'm Brisbane born and bred, so that works well.
I'm not from Brisbane, so take it easy. Well, Neil, thank you guys once again. Ladies and gentlemen, follow this man. If you haven't already, come and see this man in the future. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bruce Productions, and we are out.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to another exciting episode here on Bruce Productions. If you'd like to see some more amazing videos, why not check them over here? Or maybe over here. But don't forget to like, subscribe and share these videos. We'd like to see some more amazing new videos here on Bruce Productions. Then click that subscribe button and have that bell on. Until next time, this is Bruce Productions and we are out!